What's the matter, dearie? Can't you sleep?
No, Mum.
You're still upset about your little fight with Gemma, eh?
She started it. She hit me for no reason. All I did was draw eyebrows on Sandy. Oi, don't laugh. Look at this great big lump she's given me.
I see it. And I saw the one on her head, too. You gave her that, didn't you?
Yeah.
Now you listen to me, my lad. There'll be plenty of times in your life when people upset you and you feel like lashing out. But no matter how much it hurts, and no matter how much you want to hurt them back, you don't go looking for revenge. You do.
I want to be friends with Gemma again, Mum. What should I do?
Why, you talk to her, of course, you big silly. Ask her what she was feeling and why she did what she did. Try to see things from her point of view. Once you've done that, the rest is easy. You just smile and hold out your hand. That's my boy. Now, time for bed.
Night-night, Mum.
Night-night, son. Don't you worry about a thing now. It'll all be all right in the morning. Good night. Sleep tight, child of Yggdrasil. The sun, it is sleeping, and the night is still. The stars, they watch over you with twinkling eyes to ward off the darkness till dawn arrives.
Have you found him yet?
Not yet, Master. Our forces have scoured the four corners of the world, but the luminary is nowhere to be found.
He is dead, then. Good. If that is the case. Then this world is mine.
Mordegon has played his hand. The game is all but won. A shroud of deepest darkness has eclipsed the shining sun. And yet, amid the shadows, glimmer tiny specks of light. Faint, flickering flames that rage against the coming of the night. How can such sparks of hope remain when darkness rules the land? Now evil reigns supreme. Who has the strength to take a stand?
Oh, you're awake! You're alert! You're alive! breath was getting shorter, you couldn't breathe the water, but look at you now. It's an unequivocal miracle. Queen Marina!
You say our guest has finally recovered from his wounds? Then let us expedite the plan. It must be done, and soon.
Your Majesty.
Don't fear for me. I'm not done yet. Until my work is finished, I'll find the strength to carry on. I shall not be diminished.
No.
Ah, there you are, old friend. Or should I say, new fish. You make a finer flounder than I'd ever dared to wish. When first my subjects brought you here, it gave me such a shock to see you bruised and broken like a ship wrecked on the rocks. The Lord of Shadows thinks you dead. The sea swarms with his spies. I changed you to this fishy form to hide you from his eyes. Many troubled months have come and gone since your arrival. As you slept, my healers strove to safeguard your survival. You cannot know how glad I am to see you fully healed. But soon the spell will fade, and you must once more take the field. I have a plan to see you safe. That's all I've ever wished. If all goes well, you'll soon know what it feels like to be fished.
No.
Forgive my haste. These strange events must take you by surprise. You have so many questions. I can see it in your eyes. I saw you battle bravely by the World Tree's holy heart. I saw the Lord of Shadows tear your fellowship apart. I saw you strive to fell the fiend, and how your plans were vexed. When you are ready, follow me to see what happened next. An eon's passed since last I brought a human to this cave. It is the private parlor of the Queen beneath the waves. Behold the pearl of wisdom, jewel of we the ocean's daughters. It lets its bearer view the world through any drop of water. I've summoned up a thunderstorm to saturate the ground. Now, let's ascend into the rain and take a look around. Whenever you are ready, touch your fin against the pearl, and you shall see what's come to pass there in your airy world. The once fair land of Adria is now a ravaged shell. When Mordegon destroyed its heart, the holy world tree fell. Upon its fall, the world was with a searing storm despoiled. Trees and grasses burned to ashes, lakes and rivers boiled. Burning boulders fell to earth and pulverized the land. Mountains cracked, and realms were racked at his unholy hand. In one fell swoop, the Lord of Shadows ended countless lives. The lucky few who rode the storm out struggle to survive. Their days are filled with desperation, misery and tears. I see them quake and tremble, but I cannot calm their fears.
Please, help! Somebody, please! Is someone there? Please, help me.
Our homes are gone. Our families and friends, too. All we have left is our lives. We can't just sit down and die. We have to keep walking.
We have to keep following the hero. They say he's built a fortress south of Heliodor. If we can make our way there, we'll be safe.
Don't give up, okay? This hero guy won't let us down. Once we get to the last bastion, everything will be fine. You'll see.
A few more short steps lead from darkness into dawn. Safe haven awaits.
Amid the black depths of despair, a spark of light still shines. A man who gives the people hope in these benighted times. Yet that light too shall soon succumb to evil's ceaseless claim. Only you can take that spark and kindle it to flame. Yggdrasil has crashed to Earth. Her light has disappeared. In her place, the Lord of Shadows' citadel of fear. He took the sacred world tree's power, and now makes it his own. Foul Mordegon commands the world from his unholy throne. His forces seek to steal the souls of every last survivor. His flying servants sweep the skies. The seas swarm with his divers. Alizarin, the fiend that seeks to devastate my nation. Another one of Mordegon's detestable creations. I've cast a spell to hold him back, but need it to be stronger. The barrier's at breaking point and cannot last much longer. I'd hoped that I could save my realm. It was a foolish notion. Compared to his, my strength is but a raindrop in the ocean. Ere long, the barrier will fall, and Nautica will too. Marauding beasts may take my life, but they shall not take you. Our time grows short. I fear my kingdom's race is nearly run. My place is with my subjects now. We face our fate as one. How curious you are, my friend. I showed you fearful sights, and yet those wide and watery eyes still gleam with limpid light. It seems that grief and tragedy have followed you since birth. Cruel fate's dark plan has stalked you to the corners of the earth. And yet you've weathered every blow, prevailed against all strife. You've brushed with death 1,000 times, yet still you have your life. It is the will of Yggdrasil that you are still alive. It is your fate to save this world. For this, you must survive. Bright luminary, let the light shine on the world again. Find the fading sparks of hope and kindle them to flame. You'll find the sparks I speak of here and there throughout the land. They are the former members of your staunch and stalwart band. The fire within their hearts will light the path that you must tread. Find your friends and bring an end to this dark age of dread. While the luminary lives, there's hope for people still. You cannot fail. You must prevail. It is the World Tree's will.
Beware! The barrier shakes and breaks!
Of Shadow's followers give fond farewell short shrift. I had so much to tell you, but it seems I must be swift. Do not lose heart. Do not look back until your time is through. Remember, you're the luminary. We believe in you.
Citizens of Nautica, give your lives to the Lord of Shadows.
Oh, Blue John's hooked himself a big un. Could it be the legendary man-eating mackerel? Let's reel him in and find out! Yes! I caught something! I actually caught something! Blue John's gonna eat tonight! Maybe there is some good in this forsaken world after all. Who the heck are you? And what were you doing on the end of my hook? I don't care how hungry you are, you don't go pinching the bait off another man's line. Hey, now. Don't cry, sonny. Look, I don't know what's got you sniffling, but it must be something serious. So listen, Blue John's gonna help you out. We fisher folk have gotta look after each other, ain't we? You can stay the night in my hut. There's none too many safe places left in this rotten world, but it'll do you for a day or two. When you're ready, you're gonna head over to the last bastion. They'll see you right. The fella running the place is a bona fide hero. Right, now that's decided, let's head for shore. Hold on tight, lad. Things are about to get choppy. Ah, ahoy there, sonny. So you finally roused yourself from your slumbers, eh? Blue John would say good morning, but there ain't no morning to speak of these days. You hadn't noticed? Why, we've seen nothing but dark skies since the day of the disaster. Just look at the state of it. There was an almighty booming and rumbling, and then great gouts of blackness started billowing up from the castle over in Heliodor. Since then, nothing's been right. That was the last time any of us saw the sun. That ain't good. We better hide, and fast. That was a close one. Them monsters started pouring out of Heliodor Castle about the same time as the blackness. The rotters seem to think they own the place. They've never come so near before, though. They'll be looking for food, I'll warrant. And there Blue John was, thinking he'd found himself a safe spot. Listen, seems the victuals round these parts are set to get mighty scarce. I hate to send you packing, sonny, but I reckon you'd best be on your way. You'll be safer over at the last bastion anyhow. Go on and get yourself over there before the monsters spot you. That hero feller'll look after you, I'm sure. He's a good one, that one. A spark of hope in these dark old times. Steer a course due west until you hit Cobblestone Falls. The last bastion lies just beyond. Mind how you go now, sonny.
Sandy, there you are. And where did you run off to, might I ask? Oh my, it's really you, isn't it? You're alive, and you've come back to us. Oh, I've been so worried, especially after, well, we heard such awful things. Oh, Sandy, you're right, of course. This is the best news I could have hoped for. And here I am, blubbering like a baby. Welcome home. It's not quite the cobblestone we grew up in, is it? No, we've been through a lot. After you left, this terrible man named Jasper came. I'll never forget his eyes. They were so cold. He rounded us all up in the center of the village, and then he ordered his men to kill us. But we were lucky. Not everyone is as cruel as Jasper. No, another soldier came and told him to stop. He said there was no need to take our lives. But that didn't stop them burning the village to the ground and locking us all up in the castle. Still, that one good man made sure we came to no harm. Sorry, Sandy, you're right. He's just got home after a long journey. He doesn't want to hear me blathering on. Come on, let's go and see the one person who'll be even happier to see you than me.
Come on, girls, put your backs into it. The boys are out there doing the fighting, so it's up to us to keep the home fires burning.
Sorry to interrupt, Amber, but I've got big news.
Hello, Gemma, love. What's got you so excited, hmm?
Well, you're not going to believe this, but there's someone very special here to see you.
My little soldier. I just can't believe it's you. After all the awful things that happened, I was sure you...
When the disaster struck, so many people lost their lives. The sun vanished, and those terrible monsters appeared all over the place. Even those of us who were lucky enough to survive were so drained and desperate that we almost lost the will to live.
And then the hero appeared just when we needed him. He did all he could to help people, no matter who they were or where they were from. He fought off the monsters and brought everyone here to safety. Without him, I dread to think what would have become of us. And now, thanks to him, the place you once knew as Cobblestone has become the last bastion, humanity's safe haven in a world beset by darkness. Would you believe we've even got the King of Heliodor camped out here? Look, I know he was the one who ordered the village to be burned, but I'm sure he had his reasons. Things aren't always as they seem, love. He may be the last person you want to see, but you should go and talk things through with the king. Your grandfather would have wanted you to at least try. Just pop your head round the door of his tent, will you, love? For me, it's the one in the middle of the camp with the 2 flags. And be polite.
So, you are alive and well, I see. You have nothing to fear. I have regained my senses at last. The living nightmare that began for me on the day of your birth has ended. Though in truth, I remember little of what I did. I have inflicted so much pain on so many. On you. I do not ask for forgiveness. I do not deserve it. All I ask is that I be allowed to atone, to pay for my crimes by protecting those who remain. Tell me, Do you recall what happened on that fateful day? The events that came to pass beneath Yggdrasil's branches? I see. And when at long last I returned to my senses, I was here. There is something else I must ask you. Tell me, do you know if my daughter is alive? I see.
Your Majesty, the hero has returned. He brings more survivors seeking sanctuary.
Come. You must meet he to whom we owe our survival, though you may not wish to at first.
The luminary lives.
Welcome back, Hendrik. Well, what news?
The forces of darkness amass at the gates of Heliodor. They will strike, and soon. Sire, the people must be removed to safety. Men! All the signs are that our enemy will strike tonight. To arms! They shall not find us unprepared!
As you see, he is as eloquent as ever. But you must forgive him. He has fought harder than any of us. He has sacrificed more than anyone. Which is why his burden must be lightened. It is time that your differences were set aside, Luminary. Mankind needs you. Hendrik needs you. Will you stand beside him? Good.
Hey, you must be our newest recruit. They say you made it all the way to the last bastion under your own steam. Well, I'm impressed, I've got to tell you. You can obviously handle yourself. That, or you were born lucky. Well, either way, I'm sure we can find a use for you. Follow me. Right, here's your spot. Just face that way, and when the monsters come, stick the pointy end of your sword in them. Oh, don't look so worried. You'll be fine.
Enemy forces! Here they come! Yeah. Positions, men! Behind you! Never let down your guard. You will need to pull your weight if we are to escape this one. Have at them!
Our beloved commander, brightest and best of the spectral sentinels, spake truly when spaketh thee, Hendrik. Thou art without a shred of guile. Any other would have fled the field long ago. But I have no complaints. Our reward for tearing thee limb from limb shall be a handsome one indeed. Well, fools, wherefore gapest ye like ninnies? Kill him!
Retreat! Move your bones!
Commander, a message from His Majesty. He wishes to speak with you. Both of you.
Right away.
It seems we owe you both a debt of gratitude. You have proven your strength and your ability to work together. It is time. Time to bring light back to this benighted land. The fiend that usurped my throne must be ousted. Heliodor Castle must be reclaimed. And you, my loyal servants, must lead the charge.
But sire...
I do not give these orders lightly, Hendrik. My spies have found a means by which we might gain an advantage. The city's sewers can be entered from the cliffs in the side of the hill atop which Heliodor stands. You will use these sewers to infiltrate the castle from beneath. This key will unlock the gate.
But sire, who will command our forces in my absence? If the enemy renews the attack, we will be slaughtered.
We will not. We will be prepared. Prepared to draw them out, leaving the castle unguarded. The usurper must be overthrown while we have the chance. We strike now, or we never see the light of day again.
Please, Your Majesty. We cannot allow yet more lives to be lost.
Precisely! Which is why you must quell the darkness at its source. We seize our one opportunity, or we consign ourselves to despair. It is as simple as that. Do you question the wisdom of your king? My subjects have shown me the depth of their courage. I trust in their ability to endure this one last assault. And I order you to do likewise. You are our last hope. Do not let us down.
Wait, love. Mr. Hendrick, sir. I couldn't have a quick word with my boy, could I? I won't be long, I promise.
As long as it is quick.
Oh. So you're heading off again, are you? Well, just you be sure to listen to Sir Hendrick and do as you're told. And don't you dare go giving up, ever. Just look at me, eh? Something's wrong with my eyes now, too. Must be all this squinting in the dark. Well, only one remedy for that. You'll just have to bring back the light. Promise?
Time is short. We must be on our way.
You'll look after my boy, won't you, Sir Hendrick?
Obsidian, see the lady back to safety. So, the assault begins. Move! This is no time for idling. Even the great stairway lies in ruins. The usurper will be in the throne room, if he is anywhere. He must be found and punished.
It is good to see two young men with such spirit.
Huh?
But I order you to cease your horseplay and greet our latest arrival. I present Princess Jade. When you grow older, you will be the guardians of this great kingdom. I am counting on you. And now, so is she.
With my might and your wisdom, we will surely be the greatest knights this kingdom has ever seen. Long may we protect the princess and all her people. Jasper, are you listening to me? What is this?
Why, the shield of Heliodor, of course. Symbol of the kingdom's greatest knights. His Majesty keeps it in his private chambers. If we are destined to become such men one day, one of us will surely wear it. I would very much like to see it, wouldn't you?
And how do you propose to do that? One cannot simply stroll into the king's chambers uninvited.
Oh, I have my ways. I just so happened to spy a certain someone treating himself to a midnight feast in the kitchens.
Huh?
None other than His Royal Majesty. He slithered out of a secret passage behind a cupboard and set about the leftovers. That passage must lead to his chambers.
You devil! You've solved the mystery of his bulging belly. The Queen will make you an Earl for such a service to the kingdom.
We meet in the kitchen at midnight. Agreed?
Agreed.
Of course. The passage to the king's chambers. But what was that? A vision? A dream? So this is your power, Luminary? You are able to draw on the memories amassed within the world tree to pry into others' pasts. Very impressive. The kitchen is on the north side of the castle, beyond the banqueting hall. Come.
You have done well to make it here, old friend. And with the Darkspawn in tow, no less. Oh, bravo.
Jasper.
Temper, temper. Brute force may have won the day once upon a time. But...
Why? Why did you give yourself to the darkness? What of our pact? We swore fealty to Heliodor. We promised to protect the kingdom, together!
Why? You, of all people, ask me why?
Does something amuse you, traitor?
It is I who must ask you why, surely. Why is it that you always thought yourself so much better than me? Why was it always you who was given the golden opportunities? Why was it always you who got just what you wanted? Why? Tell me why! Well, no more. I will be second best no longer. I know the truth now. Love, dreams, light, friendship, all these count for naught. All that matters is power. And the only power that matters is that of the darkness. There is one who sees the worth in me, who deserves my fealty, who gives me the power I crave. And all who stand in his way must be destroyed.
I lost my hometown, my family, my friends, all to the dark power that you serve. I lost my faith and my purpose. Though some called me hero, I believed I was a fraud, and that I was powerless to protect them. But I can protect them. I must. And there is one I must protect above all others. It is the Luminary's duty to deliver the world from evil, and it is my duty to protect him. Jasper, you are a traitor to your kingdom, a servant of evil, and a threat to the servant of light. I sentence you to death!
Really, old friend? Forgive me if I do not begin quaking, Chuck. Now let us end this farce. You will outdo me no longer, Hendrik. This time it is I who have been chosen, and you who will fade into obscurity.
Jasper.
rat worms! I am Tyrion, servant of the Lord of Shadows and proud bearer of the title of Spectral Sentinel. You would return the world to brightness? Fools! Wretches! The time of light is no more. The age of darkness looms. All is as the Lord of Shadows wills it. As long as I yet live, the dawn shall not return to this place. Now, step forward, friends. Eternal night awaits! No! My darling darkness! Do not leave me! Do not let the light prevail!
Obsidian. Thank the heavens I have one truly faithful friend. The darkness may have dissipated, but we cannot know what toll the battle took. We must return to the last bastion and see what, if anything, remains. Someone! Anyone! Your Majesty? Please. Somebody! Wait. That noise.
You did it, Hendrik. You saved us all.
Out of my way! Let me through! Let me look at you in the daylight at last. Oh, yes! My handsome little soldier. My hero. Just look at you.
You set aside your differences with Hendrik, with me, and fought to bring back the light. We are forever in your debt. The world is still in a desperate state. But now we have something. We have hope. We have the Luminary. May you banish the darkness once and for all. Hendrik, my ever-faithful knight. Today's victory is as much yours as anyone's. Your strength, too, will be needed in the struggle to free the world from evil. You know what you must do. The people of the last bastion will learn to make do without you, as I hope will I. So please, do not hesitate. Do what you know you must.
Honored Luminary, I serve you now. Though it cost me my life, I will stand beside you until the darkness is no more.
Dawn breaks in Heliodor. The first victory in the fight against the darkness is ours! I trust that you slept... or even better. There is no surer sign of a kingdom at peace than a high-spirited populace. Now, to more serious matters. Hendrik, there is something I wish you to have.
The shield of Heliodor. But, sire.
You are like a son to me. And it is a father's duty to prepare his offspring for the dangers that await them. You will have need of it, I am sure. You wear it well. The shield has always been the mark of our mightiest knights. There can be none mightier than the Luminary's own guardian. You have no complaints, I trust.
No, my liege.
I understand that you had hoped for the World Tree to guide you on your quest. Alas, it is no more. But all hope is not lost. Your father once told me that Yggdrasil was not the only sacred place in Adria. He spoke of another, a holy mountain in the south known as Pang Lai. The fate of those who dwell there is deeply intertwined with that of the Luminary, or so he said. It may be mere hearsay, a conversation half remembered, but if it is true, you may yet find help in your quest to defeat the Lord of Shadows. Venture west through the Mangle Grove, and you will find a valley that leads to the coast of Alor. Pass through the checkpoint beyond it, and you will soon find Mount Pang Lai. It is not a road I have traveled myself. Be prepared, and may your journey be a safe one.
Temple on top of a mountain. What connection could a place like this have to the Luminary? It certainly benefits from divine protection of some kind. Yggdrasil fell to earth not far from here, yet the temple buildings escaped entirely unscathed.
I know that face. That man is a knight of Heliodor. Heliodorian swine! You think that your blockade will break us? Think again. The disciples of Angrila are made of sterner stuff, as you will soon see.
What in the... These movements must be intended to confound us. Be on your guard. They may attack from any angle.
Enough, all of you. Is this how we treat visitors? As your High Lama, I order you to stand down.
Your Holiness, these people are not visitors. They are soldiers of Heliodor. We cannot be sure of their intentions.
Soldiers of Heliodor, you say? The tall one, perhaps, but his young friend does not look like a military man to me. I sense a great power within you. Tell me, young man, are you the luminary?
Incredible. He divined your true identity with a single glance.
How long we have waited for this day. Please, you must forgive my disciples' discourtesy. Their training is incomplete. Welcome to Angri-La, honored luminary. It would please me if you would join me in the high hall at the top of the temple. We have much to discuss.
Strange child, but remarkably perceptive for one so young. There is more to him than meets the eye, that much is certain. Well, we have come this far. We might as well make our way to this high hall of theirs, see what he has to say.
I welcome you once again to Angri-La, honored luminary. As I believe you know, it is my privilege to serve as High Lama of this most sacred temple.
I am to address you as Your Holiness, correct? Might I ask what you and your people know of my companion?
Why, everything, of course. We have awaited his coming ever since the day he entered this world in the castle of Dundrasil.
Waiting for him? What do you mean?
I mean exactly what I say, nothing more. Tell me, do you recognize the symbol on this banner? It is the emblem of Dundrasil. Since the age of heroes, the princes of that nation have come here to train with us for 6 years of their youth. Your young friend was born a prince of Dundrasil. Thus did we expect him to come here as a boy and study under the great Grand Master Pang. Sadly, that was not to be.
So if fate had been kinder, you would have spent a good part of your childhood here. What of his tutor, this Grand Master Pang you speak of?
When the Lord of Shadows brought the world tree low, the Master set out to summon a magical mandala to protect the temple from destruction. The spell succeeded, but its power was too great. Grand Master Pang did not return.
A noble sacrifice indeed.
Now that the Master is gone, it falls to me to guide you. Come to the field of discipline. It lies behind this hall. There is something you must see.
It is a shame that the Grand Master cannot be here. I would have liked to meet one so noble. Come, let us see what His Holiness has in store.
Beyond those doors lies the field of discipline, where students of Angri-La strive for enlightenment. Before we tread upon this Before setting out to defeat the Dark One, Erdwin came to our temple to learn from the Wise Ones, who made their homes here even then. The first Grand Master, i.e., accepted him as a disciple and trained him in the secrets of spiritual realization. But he did not train alone. During his time here, he met someone who would change his fate forever.
Who was this person?
another of Ai Yi's disciples, a young mage whose talent outshone that of all who had come before. A man named Morkant. Erdwin and Morkant would train together every day, each striving to outstrip the other. Though they were fierce rivals, they became firm friends. When their training was complete, Morkant joined with Erdwin in his quest to slay the Dark One. Without Morkant's magic, he might never have prevailed. Before setting out, they carved an inscription into this stone, a pledge of eternal friendship. It has been a treasure of ours ever since.
Morkant. I have not heard the name before.
Now, allow me to show you to the field of discipline, if you would be so good as to follow me. Welcome to the field of discipline. Since the age of heroes, many a would-be warrior has spilt sweat and blood upon these flagstones. If your karma had been different, this is where you would have trained under Grand Master Pang, like all the princes of Dundrasil before you. I have brought you here so that you might stand in the footsteps of your ancestors. An unbroken line leading all the way back to the Age of Heroes. Even your grandfather, Lord Robert, completed his training here. The memory of his achievements shall live long in the temple's memory.
His achievements?
Pang was a harsh master. With this implement, disciples whose efforts were lacking were given motivation, directly to their fundament. It became known as the Naughty Stick. During the course of his 6 years of tuition, your grandfather's right honourable posterior was paddled an unprecedented 10,000 times. The tale of Lord Robert's road to enlightenment lives on to this day. Every disciple knows that he must focus at all times, lest he face the same fate.
A legendary achievement indeed.
You are worried for your grandfather, yes? Do not be. Lord Robert overcame every challenge set for him by the Grand Master, and emerged stronger every time. The fall of the World Tree would not have been enough to extinguish one so resilient. He is alive. I sense it. Tonight there will be a modest feast in the High Hall to celebrate your long-awaited arrival. We would be greatly honored if you would join us. We may not be able to aid you as we would have done were Master Pang still with us, but in this respect at least, we can provide.
Awake at last, It is high time we were on our way. If the Grand Master was still alive, perhaps we might have learned something to help us in our fight against the Lord of Shadows. Sadly, it was not to be.
The hermit? What news of him?
Forgive us, Your Holiness. The monsters on the mountain path were too strong. We were unable to reach him.
I see.
Your Holiness, is there a problem?
Yes, Sir Hendrik. I fear there is. You see, 2 weeks ago a hermit visited us, unannounced. Then just as suddenly departed for the top of the mountain.
Alone? Whatever for?
That I do not know. The moment he heard that Master Pang had passed away, he ran from the temple. He was last seen climbing the path to the summit. The mountain has become infested with monsters, emboldened and strengthened by the rise of the Lord of Shadows. It is a perilous place indeed. This being so, I dispatched a group of disciples to return him to safety. As you can see, things did not go quite as planned.
I have trained all my life for a moment such as this, and yet I have failed in my first true test. I have brought shame upon Angri-La.
Might we be able to offer some assistance?
I thank you for your kindness, but you are guests here. I cannot ask you to undertake such a dangerous task.
A knight of Heliodor does not abandon an innocent in need. These people have shown us great kindness. It is only right that we do them a kindness in return. Would you not agree?
Thank you from the bottom of my heart, but I cannot allow you to bear this burden alone. I shall come with you. We must depart for the summit of Mount Panglai without delay. After exiting the temple, we will take the path to the east in order to begin our ascent.
It seems we are too late. Is this the hermit we came in search of?
Unfortunately so. He was in deep meditation when he breathed his last. I am glad at least that he was prepared to meet his fate. But that posture, it is awful, uniquely awful. I know it from somewhere.
Incredible! Issue 1 of the Ogler's Digest. And in mint condition. Indeed. It seems our friend here made his peace with the world before departing. This, at least, is some small solace. Huh? But this is one of the royal treasures of Dundrasil. Why would a lowly hermit have such a... By the skies! Can it really be?
Lord Robert!
Your grandfather was Master Pang's most fervent disciple. Can he have chosen to follow his mentor to the next life, perhaps?
No, he is still breathing.
What?
His spirit hovers in the place between life and death. It is only a matter of time before he passes the point of no return. But there may yet be a way to save him. If you were to follow him into the void, you might be able to bring him back.
But how? Is this even possible?
The ancient teachings tell us that the summit of Mount Panglai stands at the crossroads between this world and the next. If you will permit me, I can perform an ancient rite that will send you to the place between worlds. But it is not a decision to be taken lightly. Once that place is entered, there is no guarantee of return. Well, will you take that chance? Will you visit the void and bring Lord Robert back to us? Very well. I will prepare for the ritual. Tell me when you are ready, and we will begin. It is time to depart for the place to which every soul must go, but from which few ever return. It is time to perform the rite.
What is this foolish dance? What manner of ritual is this?
Another wandering soul drifts into my domain. Welcome, child, to the end of your journey. Destiny is cruel indeed to send me one so young. This may be a fruitless question, given the vacant expression you wear, but do you know what fate awaits you here? Oh, you poor young fool. You have no idea of the suffering to come. Let me unburden you of at least a little of your ignorance. I will explain in simple terms that even an idiot may understand. As you see, this world is a blank slate. It is a place of nothingness. Before Yggdrasil fell, departed souls would come here before returning to the World Tree. But now that the tree is gone, it is a place with an entrance but no exit. A dead end for the dead. A spiritual cul-de-sac. What I'm trying to tell you is that you will never leave this world. Before long, your soul will dissipate and be lost to the void. As long as the cycle of souls is interrupted, all who die will suffer the same fate. Until at last, the Lord of Shadows is the only one who remains. This is your destiny. Accept it, for you cannot change it. Or do you cling to the vain hope that the heart of Yggdrasil may be recovered from Mordegon's clutches? If you do, you are a fool. And yet, you would not be alone in your foolishness. There are others who refuse to accept that all is lost. Some people just don't know when to give up. Did you think that he chose death out of a sense of despair? You could not be more wrong. He came here with hope in his heart. The hope that one day he will defeat the Lord of Shadows. Your grandfather came to find me so that I might teach him the last of my secrets. You know who I am, of course. Foolish child. I am Pang, Grand Master of Angrila. Your grandfather's teacher and tormentor. Do you see the magic circle that surrounds him? The precise pattern of movements draws energy from the ether and channels it to create the mandala of Yggdrasil. This is the final secret. He has been flailing away like this ever since he arrived here. It is not good for him at his age. But when the great sigil is complete, he will have mastery over a power not seen since the Age of Heroes.
Get out, mate! Don't you dare give up now! I'll beat your bottom black and blue, I swear it!
Oh!
Well, would you look at that? Perhaps he is not completely useless after all.
Hey! Did you see that? I finally did it! Oh, it was beautiful!
Yes, very impressive. I thought you had gone soft in your dotage, but it seems you still have some guts. Well done.
Jinx! Grandmaster Pang! Was that praise? Hoo-hoo! For the first time in my long life, she's actually paid me a compliment. Oh, that's warmed my cockles more than 100 nips of the hard stuff.
Ugh. Perhaps if you could stop congratulating yourself for one moment and squint beyond the end of your bulbous nose, you would see we have a visitor.
Oh my! Is it really you, laddie? Och, not you as well. Your poor young life snatched away from you. It's not fair. It's not fair, I tell you.
Oh, stop your sniveling. The boy is alive.
He's what? But what's he doing here then?
He and his friends found your body and sent his soul from the world above to bring you back.
Ah, really? But I only came here to... You went to all that trouble. As you can see, I'm perfectly fine. Finer than ever, in fact. Now that I've learned the final secret, you and me are going to be unstoppable. Come on, let's get back to our bodies and show that Lord of Shadows what we're made of.
Stop right there! Where do you think you are going?
I can't thank you enough for all you've done, Grandmaster. But now that my training's finished, I need to be on my way.
Finished? Oh, but we haven't even begun. Honored Luminary, if you would like to follow me. Your grandfather has mastered the last secret of Angri-La. He now has the power to send enemies straight to the beyond. It is a technique first devised in the Age of Heroes by Morkant, brother-in-arms of the Luminary of Legend. For you, I have a technique no less impressive. An attack of such incredible power that it can tear through all 4 dimensions. It was devised by Erdwin himself during his training with Yi, our first Grand Master. And it will give you strength beyond reckoning, Luminary.
Well, that can't be a bad thing. Me with Morkant's spell and you with Erdwin's attack. We'll be unstoppable.
If you can master it. None since Erdwin has been able to do so. The training you must undergo to acquire this power will be more intense, more relentless, more excruciating than any you have faced before. Well, do you think you have what it takes to endure this most trying of trials? I knew you would make the right choice. Now, let us begin. The first step is to focus your mental energies and call forth a blade of pure light. Hold out your hand and try. As good as can be expected for a first attempt. The heat of battle should help to speed you up a little.
Battle? You mean you're going to fight him? Oh, no, the poor lad's not ready.
Me? Why would I rumple my nice clean robe when I have you to do my dirty work for me?
What? You're going to make me fight my own grandson?
Who better, Lord Robert? You have mastered all our secrets now. There is no one better suited to the task. And besides, I've always wanted to see 2 princes of Dundrasil battling it out. Let me know when you are ready to begin. Before we continue, allow me to give your grandfather an unfair advantage. All in the name of speeding up your training, of course.
Oh, aye! I've not felt this alive in decades! Let me have the little blighter!
That's the spirit. Don't hold back. Show him the true power of our last and greatest secret.
Just you watch me.
Luminary, prepare yourself. Beat back the onslaught and unleash the technique if you can. The more you use it, the stronger it will become. You must practice until it is perfect.
Here I come, laddie. It's time to show you what this old man can do.
Oh, yes. Wonderful. I couldn't have beaten him more soundly myself. I must say, I doubted you had it in you. But you have proved me wrong. And for once, that is no bad thing. The power of the technique comes from your heart. Hone that greatest of weapons, and none will be able to stand before you. Now, I think it's time we peeled that old degenerate off the flagstones, don't you?
You beat me, even with the last secret of Angry-La in my side. Oh, I can't believe how much you've grown, laddie.
You weren't too much of an embarrassment, no. Perhaps I finally have a disciple worthy of the name.
Oh!
So this is where you have been hiding.
Wait, I know that voice.
Mordigan.
Sniveling worms. You thought to escape my clutches by cowering here in this ruined world. You have only delayed the inevitable.
No! Curse you! I had thought your powers could not reach us here. It seems I underestimated you. So inconsiderate. There was one last thing I wanted to teach you. Fine. It seems we must do it the hard way. You two will just have to learn the ultimate ability here and now. Or die trying.
What? So the last secret of Angri-La wasn't the last one? And Quadra Slash wasn't either?
Of course not, foolish man. There is another. A supreme skill devised by Grandmaster i.e. one that Erdwin and Morkan performed together. Well, don't just stand there. Combine your powers. Revive the technique that was lost to us so long ago. So that I can die happy.
You dare to resist me?
You must do exactly as I say. Exactly when I say it. We have only one chance. Robert, do not think. Act. Use the technique I taught to you. Quickly! Now, Luminary! Unleash Quadra Slash! Yes, the last and greatest of all the secrets of Angri-La. The technique to end all techniques. Solar Flare!
He is back with us. But he is greatly weakened. We must get him to the temple right away.
Ah. You are finally awake. Good. I feared you had suffered some lasting injury. Lord Robert awoke a short while ago. He's outside speaking with the High Lama. We should join them.
Oh, hello there, laddie. Better late than never, eh? What are you staring at me like that for? Is there something on my face?
It is your physique. Lord Robert. You were a good deal slighter only a short time ago.
Oh, that! Nothing a good breakfast couldn't cure. Aye, the Grand Master put me through worse on more than one occasion.
Lord Robert has told me what came to pass in the void, that you met Grand Master Pang, and that she trained you in the ancient arts. I hear that you were even able to master the ultimate abilities of your ancestor Erdwin. You have my congratulations.
And I hear that I owe you a debt of thanks, Sir Henrik, for looking after the boy here while I was away.
Please think nothing of it, my lord. It is the least I could do to make amends for all the wrongs I have done. Indeed, I feel I must apologize.
Ah, don't torture yourself over it, son. We've all been pawns in Mordegon's game. You've nothing to apologize for.
Thank you. Truly. What do you intend to do now? We had hoped to find guidance here in Angri-La, but alas, we find ourselves at an impasse.
Well, funnily enough, I was just thinking about something Grand Master Pang told me. She said old Erdwin used a very special form of transport when he went after the Dark One. Some sort of sacred flying contraption.
Whatever could that mean?
I didn't get the chance to ask her any more about it. But it sounds like just what we need to get up to that castle and knock Mordegon off his perch. As for our old friends, none of them were exactly the giving up type, eh? If I'm still alive and kicking, you can bet the rest of them are out there somewhere. So, what say we head over to Arborea and keep an eye out for our pals on the way? If this flying doodad's supposed to be sacred, the folks over there'll know something about it for sure. There's no time to lose. The longer we wait, the stronger Mordegon gets. So, let's get going.
Honored Luminary, we disciples of Angri-La will do all that we can to aid you in your preparations to take on the Lord of Shadows. We have even devised a special training regime for you. Visit us again soon. We will stand ready to help you hone your powers.
That man is in danger. We must go to his aid.
Oh, no, you don't, honey. Not unless you want to carry those clothes home in a bag. Well, don't say I didn't warn you.
Sylvando, darling, you were fabulous! So fierce!
Fierce doesn't even begin to describe it. You were ferocious!
Can it be? Can it truly, truly be? Truly, truly, truly? It is. I think it really is.
Darling, it's so wonderful to see you. Oh, I thought you were lost to me forever.
You two are acquainted? And what is it that you do, exactly?
Oh, come now. Isn't it obvious? We're fighting an epic battle to bring back something the world has lost. It's Smile! That's right, darlings. We're on a quest to bring sunshine and laughter back to every corner of this drab world. My little parade has picked up quite the cavalcade of warriors for wondrousness. Aren't they just so much fun? But never mind that now. I can't believe you're alive. It's a miracle. I thought I'd never see you again. Excuse me? Oh, honey, I'm so sorry. I forgot all about you. Are you okay? You're not hurt, are you?
No, I am not. Thanks to you. You are more strong than you appear. My name is Da. I come from Phenomenon in the south. And if it were not for your help, I would not be returning there. Thank you.
Oh, you're heading home. Then we better go with you. Can't have you getting attacked again now, can we, Listen, darling, you and me have got a lot to talk about. So what do you say you join the parade for a little while, huh? Come on. You know you want to. Oh, yay! I'm so excited! Okay, time for you to take your first steps as a soldier of the Smile-Spreading Special Forces. Here, put these on. No, you look even more adorable than I thought you would. So proud. All right, boys, let's make our newest recruit feel right at home. He's an old friend of mine after all. Lead on, darling! And don't let me catch you frowning. You're at the head of the world's premier gladness-bringing parade! All right, let's get out there and make the world smile! Yeah! And here we are at our destination, the beautiful, bustling tourist town of Nomnon. Not here, too. The whole world is just so dreary these days.
Thank you for saving me. I must go now.
I wonder what can have made him venture so far from home in the first place. Might it have something to do with why the town is so quiet?
Sounds like a job for Sylph's detective agency. Leave this to me. Agents of happiness, soldiers of smile, go spread some special parade cheer and find out what's going on around here. Let's go to work!
Why can I not shake the feeling that Sylvando and I have met somewhere before?
Da, you are okay. You are not hurt. Oh, what a relief. I was fearing the worst for you, especially after little son has gone missing, you know.
Your boy is missing. Oh, honey.
Ugh.
Where that selfish child chooses to go is none of my concern.
You must forgive him. His wife died recently, you know, and now his son has gone missing. Do you know of the monster Avarith? She appeared in the village with her foul friends soon after Yggdrasil fell and the darkness came. We were paralyzed with fear and could not run away. Then she gathered us all in the square. "Give me your valuables," she said. "Tell me what is most precious to you. I will protect it." People were so scared. They obeyed her without thinking. They gave her money, husbands, wives, even children. But the wicked creature lied to us. She did not protect the things we gave to her. No, she took them and ran away.
Oh, that's just awful. Oh, if there's one thing I hate, it's dirty, rotten liars. Don't worry, honey. We're gonna get all your stuff back. All of it.
Really? But Avarith is very strong, very powerful.
Oh, it'll take more than a common thief to stop me. I won't let you down. You know what they say? A knight's word is his bond.
A knight?
Avarith went south with everything she stole. She has a lair there, I think.
Then let's get after her. We've got an evildoer to punish.
Wow! Your parade looks fun. Where are you going?
Hi there, little one. We're just off to hunt down the horrible, nasty monster who's been kidnapping people from the village.
Is your father named Dar, by any chance? So you were not abducted. And what are you doing in such a dangerous place? Your father is worried about you.
My father does not care for me. He cares for my mother's necklace more than anything else. He told the monsters so. I thought he would say I was the most precious thing to him. It made me very sad. So I decided to follow the monster and get the necklace back for him. Then he will see that I'm worth something. But then I strayed too far from the village and became scared. So I stopped here to hide.
What your father said was upsetting, I am sure. But this is no place for a child. Come, we will return you to the village.
No! If you are going after the monster, I am coming with you. I have to get my mother's necklace back.
Oh, don't be such a spoilsport, Hendrik. We'll look after the little darling. And besides, he'll be safer with us than out here on his own.
Very well. But the boy is your responsibility.
Thank you! Thank you! I will be useful to you, I promise. The monster went that way. There is a cave on the cape where she is hiding.
You heard him, everybody! Let's go teach that dirty bandit a lesson!
Now this is a surprise! Not many humans wander in here of their own accord.
Avarith, you fiend! You are going to give back what you've taken and let all the people of the village go. And you are going to do it now.
So that is That's why you are here. You humans and your heroic nonsense. Still, I suppose you have shown a lot of courage coming here. Very well. Let's say I do give everything back. It's not going to happen for free. You're going to have to give me something to sweeten the deal. How about your most valued possession? That seems like a fair trade, wouldn't you say?
Wait! If you wish to make a deal, fiend, you must make it with me. I have something for you. Something soft and warm and fragrant. Something I just know you are going to love.
Oh, what is it? What is it? It sounds amazing! I have to see it right now! Hand it over! Hand it over!
With pleasure. I do hope it brings you joy.
Let me see! Let me see! Ugh! What is that awful smell? You! Do you think this is some kind of joke?
Oh, don't you like it, honey? I chose it especially for you.
You'll pay for this! Avarice will not be mocked by a silly, dumped-up little human! Maybe this will teach you a lesson! Don't bother begging for mercy. Your lives are mine now, and I'm not giving them back. Curses! How could I have lost? Impossible!
Ha! That's what you get for being a nasty, greedy girl.
Everybody, are you okay?
We are fine, thanks to you, our brave little son. Avarith only kept us prisoner. She did not hurt us.
You saved us. I do not know how to thank you.
Fair maiden, a smile will more than suffice.
Here it is! My mother's necklace! Oh, but... Oh, no! It is broken! I cannot take this back to my father. It will only make him more sad.
Oh, of course it won't, you silly boy. Didn't your daddy ever tell you it's the thought that counts? It could be smashed to pieces and you'd still be his little hero. All right, time to take Son and the others back to the village in style. Come, darlings, your parade awaits! You take your time, honey. We'll be having all kinds of fun. Ciao for now!
Hello, Father. I brought Mother's necklace back from the lair of the beast for you. But it is broken.
You did what? Foolish child!
Hmm? Huh?
You could have been killed. And then where would I be, without you? My most treasured possession.
Huh? But you said that Mother's necklace was your most treasured possession.
I said it, but I did not mean it. How could I? Don't you see? I did not trust the monster, so I said a lie. I lied because I wanted to protect you.
Really? I thought you did not care about me. I'm so sorry. You must have been so worried.
To think it was all but a misunderstanding. If only he and his father had simply been honest with one another.
Yes, if only. I'll see you both outside, okay?
Father, these are my new friends. They are the ones who rescued everybody.
I cannot thank you enough. You are true heroes. The first time we met, when you rescued me, I was searching for Son. But I had to pretend that I did not care, in case the monster came back and realized that I had lied. I hope you understand.
Huh? Where's my friend with the feathers? I wanted to say thank you.
Sylvando left very suddenly. Perhaps we should go and look for him.
If only he and his father had simply been honest with one another. You scared me! How long have you been standing there? Never mind. It was nice to see Son reunited with his father, huh? But there are some who will never be reunited with their loved ones. Some bridges that will never be repaired. Can I ask you something? Mordegon he's super powerful, right? Powerful enough to destroy our world. You've seen that power for yourself, but you still want to fight him, don't you? You really are a hero. You know, I thought it was enough, traveling the world, trying to put smiles back on people's faces. But what good is a smile here and there if the Lord of Shadows could snatch it away at any moment? What I'm saying is, I have to leave my beloved parade and come with you. It's the only way. But there's something I want you to help me with first. It's all well and good me going and getting my head squished by Mordegon, but I can't do that to my darling boys. So we have to leave them somewhere safe, with somebody who can look after them. Now, I know just the place and just the person, but... well, there's no good way of saying this. I'm petrified of seeing him. So you have to come with me. You will, won't you, darling? Oh, thank you. I knew you'd say yes. Okay, I'm going to go break the news to my little soldiers of Smile. Meet me outside the village, all right?
Quiet.
Darlings, I have an announcement to make. My parading days are over. But do not fear. It will only be for a little while. I will return as soon as the Lord of Shadows is defeated.
We understand, Sylve. That Mordegon's stolen enough smiles. Someone's got to stop him.
Yeah, you go and do what you gotta do, Sylve. We'll be heartbroken without you, of course, but we'll survive. And if anyone can show that rotten spoilsport what's what, it's you.
Exactly. We'll never get those smiles back if I don't do this. And I won't be leaving you high and dry. I'm going to ask my papi to look after you in Puerto Valor.
Puerto Valor? Wait. Surely not. Surely you cannot be Don Rodrigo's...
So you finally figured it out, huh? Same old stone-headed Hendrik. Such a sweet, simple boy. All right, my little champions of cheer. Let's go show Puerto Valor how to party!
I cannot fathom it. The boy is unrecognizable, and he has abandoned the name his father gave him. Don Rodrigo must be furious. Forgive me for my lack of composure. This has all come as quite a shock. Sylvando is none other than the son and heir of Don Rodrigo, the noblest and most revered of all knights. It was always assumed that he would follow in his father's footsteps. But the two had a terrible argument, and the boy left Puerto Valor never to return. Until now. But perhaps this is not such a bad thing. I have been meaning to visit Don Rodrigo and seek his counsel. Very well. It is not far from here to Puerto Valor. The road will take us north and then east. Come, let us follow the parade.
It's so strange. I thought I'd never see this place again, and yet here I am. Well, at least I came back with a bang. You go on ahead, honey. I need a second to compose myself.
Don Rodrigo, it is I, Hendrik. It has been too long.
Huh? Hendrik? Ho ho ho! How many years has it been since you completed your training, huh? Come closer, caballero. Let me see your face. I have heard many tales of your exploits. To think that the great lump of meat who came to me all those years ago is now the hero of Heliodor.
I had not expected to find you in such good spirits, my lord. As one who owes everything to your kind offices, it pleases me greatly. Alas, there has been precious little cause for mirth since last we met. Dundrasil fell, then Yggdrasil, and now the Lord of Shadows roams the land. Don Rodrigo and I have much to discuss. Perhaps you could go and fetch Sylvando while we talk.
Oh, hey, honey. I guess they sent you to fetch me, huh? It's so silly, I know. Here I am, happy to go put my neck on the line in the fight against the Lord of Shadows. And yet the thought of facing Papi makes me want to run away screaming. Seeing that boy and his father in Phnomnon made me think I could do it. That I could finally face him. But now I'm here, I'm so scared. You've heard what happened with me and him, I guess. Hendrik told you, huh? It all seems so far away now. Even before I could walk, I was training to be a knight, you know? I would stay in Puerto Valor and follow in my father's footsteps. Then one day, the circus came to town. It was so fabulous. I can't even describe it. It was love at first sight. I knew from the second I walked into that tent that I'd found my calling. Getting up on that stage and making people happy, that was the life for me. But Papi, he wasn't so keen. A few plates got smashed the night I broke the news to him, let me tell you. But I wasn't going to let that stop me. Oh no. This was my calling. To make the whole world happy. I would be a knight in smiling armor. He didn't have anything to say to me after that. That was when I knew that I had to go and prove to him that I meant what I said. So I left. And I haven't seen him since. Dear me, that got a bit long and emotional, huh? But it's made me feel a whole lot better. In fact, yes, let's do this. It's now or never. Let's go pay Papi a visit. Hi, Papi.
Caramba! Norberto, you dare to show your face in my presence. And you have come to tell me something, see?
I'm sorry, Papi. Sorry. So sorry.
Sorry? What are you apologizing for? Foolish boy.
Huh?
You have succeeded in making the world smile, see?
Not yet, Papi.
Then why are you here, Why did you come back if you have not yet done as you promised? You said you would do it, Norberto. You said you would make everyone happy. I did not raise you to be a failure. How dare you come to me and...
Papi!
Damn you, boy. If I were younger, I would put you over my knee. What kind of a knight makes an oath and does not fulfill it?
Wait. Papi, did you say knight? You still think of me as one? You have no idea how... Oh, I guess it wasn't very knightly of me to come back before I'd fulfilled my promise, huh? But I had a good reason.
The Lord of Shadows. See?
See? How can I make people happy if he is there making their lives miserable? It is impossible. Which is why I'm going to beat him. Only then can I fulfill my vow and make all the people of the world smile again.
Careful, boy! Do not promise to defeat Mordegon if you do not truly intend to do so. I will not have you break another oath.
Of course, Papi. A knight's word is his bond. You taught me that. But there's just one teensy-weensy little thing I need to ask you to do to help. I've picked up a few friends on my travels. They're kind of young and kind of innocent. They need a role model, you know? Someone to lead them.
You do not even need to ask, Norberto. A knight serves the weak untiringly. Or have you forgotten the pledge?
Oh, Papi, really?
Come on, Norberto. Of course, it will be my pleasure.
Oh, aren't you just the sweetest, kindest father a boy could hope to have? Oh, darlings! Come say hello to your Tío Rodrigo!
Oh, what a lovely bedroom. It's so big. Oh, don't tell me this is your dad, Sylve. He's awfully manly. I'll feel safe with you looking after me, Mr. Rodrigo.
Norberto, explain yourself.
Now, Papi, let's just pop this on.
Hey, Norberto, where are you? Hey, get your hands off of me! That's your foolishness, boy! I did not agree to this!
Oh, don't be like that, Papi. How can you lead my little band of boys if you don't look the part, huh? You promised. And didn't you always teach me that a knight's word is his bond? Listen to me, soldiers of Smile. You serve my Papi now. You must do as he says. Do not fail me.
Please, Sylv, don't go. Don't leave us.
Darlings, it breaks my heart to say goodbye. Truly, it does. But we have to be strong. As soon as Mordegon is defeated, I'll be right back with you. I'll be home before you know it. You'll see. And no matter how far I go, no matter how hard it gets, I'll always be with you. Always.
Oh, Sylv, we'll be with you too. Just say the words and we'll come running.
Thanks so much for all your help, darling. I'm all yours now, I promise. The salty stallion is all yours too, of course.
With the ship at our disposal, other places will be accessible to us. Perhaps now we can seek out your friends in Arborea.